Recently, I was reading 1 Kings chapter 18, verses 20 through 40. And it's this really cool but weird and obscure story about the prophet Elijah. And he challenges 450 other priests, I guess, of Baal, or the Baals, these false gods, right? So what he does is he says, hey, you guys stink. This is John's version. This is not the actual Bible version. But he says, hey, you guys stink. And I think that Yahweh is better than all of these Baals. And so what they do is they build this altar and they sacrifice a bull on it. And then the challenge is whichever gods can rain fire from the sky wins, right? And so they take all morning, these priests of Baal, they take all morning and they build the altar, they sacrifice this bull, and they cut themselves, they dance around, and they're trying to get fire to rain down from heaven to burn this offering to the Baals. And it doesn't happen, right? They just are dancing around, and that's it. And so anyways, Elijah has to rebuild the altar because they destroyed it when they were dancing on it and cutting themselves and things like this. And so Elijah has to rebuild the altar and sacrifice another bull. And then he builds 12 pillars of stone for the 12 tribes of Israel. And he prays to God for fire from heaven. But not before. He digs a moat and he drenches the altar with water 3 times, right? So he gets all these servants and they drench this altar with water to where the moat is filled up. So it's not going to light easily, right? And then he prays to Yahweh, hey, send fire from the heavens to show who the real God is. And God does it. God burns the whole thing. Even the stones and the ground were burned up. That's how hot the fire was from the heavens from Yahweh. And I know this is a really weird story, but the point is, for me, I'm really jealous of Elijah. I think about his relationship with Yahweh and how close they are. And I want to have something like that. I want to have the confidence that all of the false gods in my life, all of the false gods that I keep around, man, I want them to be quaking in their boots because of the relationship I have with Yahweh. I want to feel that warmth from the presence of God. I want to feel the flames of the presence of God. And so that's my challenge for you this week, is to examine maybe the false gods you have in your life and ask Yahweh, ask the one true God to be a flame in your life, a real ignited presence that can maybe destroy these false idols.